terms in this war. Only truth coming to light. This land is your land, you must take it. It's already yours by right, birthright. Because it's time to get your war on. We don't run from the fight. We light the match of freedom. Watch the fire in the night.
Diary, October 13th, 2020. Arrived in LA. Met up with my contact from the underground. The messiahs and shamans put in a good word. The guy hardly spoke to me, but put down 2 weeks' rent on this shithole near LAX, a couple hundred in spending money, a Sig Sauer, and a burner phone. My only job now is to wait for instructions and wonder whether I have any fucking idea what I'm doing here.
History in school, it's a cover story. The facts of what really went down are in the cabinet underground, for their eyes only. Government files. Government files. The solution is extra legal. Executed by non-existent people. To know what's up is to know too much. You won't like what you find. Out of sight, out of you know they're all up in that shit. But the documents that prove it are locked away. Won't see the light of day. Even God don't know what they say.
Diary, October 28th. The assignment came through. They catfished some government bureaucrat who handles sensitive files. Showed me the chat logs and the dick pics he sent, thinking he was talking to an 11-year-old. Job sounds simple. Wait here outside his apartment until he pulls into his parking spot. Let him feel the muzzle in his back. Tell him the score. Show him the docs. Loom over his shoulder while he transfers certain coded files to a secure FTP. And vanish into the night. Maybe beat the fuck out of him first. Keep him away from any real kids. It's easy enough, but I barely know who these underground guys even are. What am I stealing exactly? What are they gonna do with it? Fuck if I know. I wish I knew who the good guys and bad guys were. Like those old movies I used to watch with Dad.
I remember the Cold War. I remember the old schools. I remember it all like it was Monday. And I remember the 8th skirt, Ryan White in his straight hair. I remember it all like it was Sunday. And it was all up to us to figure it out for ourselves. From the Time magazines that were left out on the shelves. And I remember the killer bees, and I remember the latchkeys. I remember it all being so Monday. Star Wars. I remember it all like it was Tuesday. And I remember the president, his pompadour and his accent. He took a bullet and then rode into the sunset.
Oh, shit! There he is. Okay, let's get it done.
The Love Boat. Soon we'll be making another run. Isn't this nice, Chad?
I was always fond of Gopher.
The sea breeze.
Gopher's long gone.
The sunset.
Yeah.
The all-you-can-eat corn dogs on the back deck.
The Febreze.
The rear-ending parties after dark.
Yeah, the back filling of the pool.
Oh boy, is this fun. This exotic vacation can be yours, dear listener.
Yeah.
If you too enjoy the process of imbibing Vickers.
Yeah.
Reality is reshaping around us, Chad. The time has come. Our moment is here.
Once your belly's full, about 30 minutes it kicks in. It's a slow creep and all of a sudden you can see it.
It's incredible. Everywhere you look, Chad, it's happening. It's really happening,
Yeah.
Chad.
Yours.
What's that horrible smell, Chad?
Thickers.
It's the smell of reality revealing itself.
Yes.
Things are changing, Chad. It's actually helping people avoid jail time. I just read about it on my Blueberry.
Yeah.
For instance, the sovereign citizens now, their defenses are acceptable in a court of law. They got out.
So you can squat. The landlord has no claim on you. Your property laws are different.
I just got a beep on my Blueberry, Chad. The IRS has just paid back Wesley Snipes more than $10 million because he didn't owe them anything.
I knew it.
For being sovereign and everything. You remember that.
When did they even start that income tax? It was World War I. It's not legal.
I can't seem to remember anything about income tax.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Actually, I do know why.
It's been wiped away.
Let me have another serving of those Thickers.
Go over to the children on the corner. They got a big pot.
We are the furthest one could possibly be from a corner, Chad. We're in the middle of the Caribbean. Look around you. This is the Love Boat. boat.
That's right.
The Love Boat.
It keeps flickering. I'm having a little
Soon
glitch.
we'll be making another run. The Love Boat
Who's the
promises something for everyone.
Something.
Set a course for adventure.
romance?
Thick Earths. Soon we'll be eating another bowl.
Man.
Thick
I
Earths.
have too many sexual hang-ups for the Love Boat. Really, I just...
Yeah, it really was. Well, there was that one. It was
Hang-ups.
the activities director, the
Yes.
brunette.
Yeah, I thought, yeah.
Ooh la la.
Yeah.
Ooh
And
la la,
Gopher.
with the shoulder
I'd
pads.
like to party with Gopher.
Yeah, Gopher.
Party with...
Although Gopher, it's the one gentleman of a certain disposition that has to stand behind a little bar all the time and isn't allowed to leave. You ever thought about that?
Captain was odd. Yeah.
Thick Earths.
Soon
we'll be making
another bite.
Thick Earths.
Diary, November 5th. Just got my next assignment. First I'd heard from anybody since I made that kitty diddler cough up the files and put the fear of God in him. Seems like they appreciated my work. Want me for a money job. Supposed to be a lookout while some other guys break into an ATM to get money for the cause. Shit, if everything goes right, I won't even have to get out of my car. They say they're going to use the money to expose some very bad people. For now, I'm in. But after this one, I need to know more, a lot more, about what they're up to. Because if they don't let me in on their plans, I'm getting the fuck out. Diary, November 11th. They fucked me. These assholes used me, and now I'm totally fucked. It wasn't an ATM job. They hijacked the fucking armored car that was picking up the money. Those lying pieces of shit just wailed on that guard. What did that guy do except work for a goddamn paycheck? And it keeps getting fucking worse. They're not a paramilitary group bent on uncovering the truth about corruption. They're a bunch of fucking jerk-off, white power, former frat brothers turned weekend warriors who call themselves White Claw after the worst alcoholic beverage in the world. Jesus, what the fuck are they gonna do with an armored car?
Junior, hand out the hoods. I hope everybody took their DNA test before tonight's meeting. 1488, all the words that we live by. We must accelerate, not standing down or stand by. We'll take them out, we'll take them in. We'll expose all of their sins. We'll pull them out of their skins. Look out for the deep state, dark and medieval. We're on a crusade on behalf of we the people. Hang you out, pull you thin. know it came from me. And if you should get any ideas, remember, you can never leave, never leave. Oh no, baby.
Candace Bugnow is on the scene with more information. Candace?
Thanks, Steve. The chaotic scene behind me with bomb squad members removing their gear after a successful disposal operation could have been much worse had the ammonium nitrate bomb secreted inside this stolen armored car been allowed to detonate in front of the San Francisco Federal Reserve Building as the terrorist group known as White Claw had apparently planned. The FBI confirmed that 4 suspects were arrested on scene, while warrants have been issued for a dozen other individuals in relation to this attempted attack on the U.S. financial system. We will, of course, be monitoring this situation as it develops.
It's all over the news. Tried to blow up the San Francisco Fed? What the fuck? It's just an office building. What were they hoping to accomplish? Thank God someone stopped them. My contact has disappeared with a "thank you for your service to the Claw, White Patriot" text. Fuck, I can't shower enough to wash off that stink. I don't know if anyone saw me or the rental car. Gotta lay low, find out what's happening next.
I don't know how I got into this. These guys are very dangerous. It's too late to pull out now. I gotta make it to the hideout. This could go very wrong. I hope it doesn't take too long. This is not what I signed up for. All I wanted was to do more, to be the bravest and the truest, to be the servant and the tool, yeah. This could go very wrong. I hope
Okay, things are really heating up there in the Bart story. Can't wait to hear what happens next. But I realize there are a couple of more things that seem to have been left out.
And what would those be?
Well, if we're trying to tell the full story of 2020 and the Capitol riot, we're gonna need to remind everyone, Sesame Street style, about a particular letter of the alphabet.
Way ahead of you.
Love the golden oldies.
So, what's the other thing we're missing?
Well, it wouldn't be complete if we didn't bring back the godfather of conspiracy mania for a special encore presentation, right?
Ladies and gentlemen, for one night only, the 40-year-old boy reprises his role as Alex Jones!
I just want to make sure that this is working. I just want to make sure that you can hear me out there. There's a war on for your mind. If you're receiving this transmission, you are the resistance. Liberty is rising. Don't be pathetic and weak. Don't sit there, pot-bellied in a TV-induced trance. I taste metal. I taste blood. It is the flame of rebellion. We don't take your mass suicide, cancer virus, mass murder pills. We don't drink your water that turns the frogs gay. We won't play your dirty games. We will eat steaks full of testosterone. Parasites will be crushed with turbo dinosaur power. Ragnarok, got a damn room, is coming for the elites, the bankers, and the globalists. You want to enslave my spirit? You want to enslave my spirit, you false prophet beast? You filth, trash crap, scum, Nazi, maggot, garbage, vampire, goblins, stinking demons, false flag crisis actors. We will burn you into a pile of black slag. No chicken neck Bill Gates will run our world. Those gelded nerd packs of control freaks, where are the men in this country? Mindless, effeminate, domesticated. They leave a nasty taste in my mouth. Stand up for the founding fathers. And for the kids abducted by Child Protective Services. The deep state is running psyops to detonate a gay bomb and sell off your children's body parts to death factories for cannibal consumption. The mainstream media is hiding the white genocide and setting fires everywhere. We are 1776. We must stop the papists and the rapists. We must extend our lives, travel through space and the interdimensions. But first, you must take the path of pain and get angry. There's a war on for your mind. If you are receiving this transmission, you are the resistance.
Perfect. Now, let's get back to Bart, who I assume has learned his lesson and is ready to embrace skepticism and rationality, paranoid strain style.
Well...
Diary, December 24, 2020. More than a month in hiding. Can't even see my family for Christmas. Can't believe I fell for those crazy motherfuckers. Didn't even ask what their plan was. Don't even know if the law is after me. Don't even know if anyone saw me at the armored car job. I guess I would have heard if I was America's Most Wanted. Phoebes seemed to think they took down the whole group, so maybe I skated on this. Lucky. But what do I do now?
See, here's where he tearfully returns to the loving embrace of fearful Jesuit.
All I do know is that fearful Jesuit guy doesn't have the answers. I mean, he could tell you all about what didn't happen, but he can't tell you what should happen. He's got no responses to my big questions. What's my purpose? Where can I make a difference? Do I even matter if the world is just chaos? What does he have to offer? Skepticism? Rationalism? A handful of dust.
After all of that, he's still not willing to face reality? Is that really how people feel? Thousands of years of rational progress. Is everyone just willing to set the whole thing on fire and sift through the ashes? That can't be, though, can it? If it is, then what am I even doing? What's this show? What's the point?
Why must I be such a fearful
Jesuit. Cloistered in my podcast closet, as sense and order burn. Write my scripts, make my jokes, tell whoever wants to listen. The world's always been crazy, still the oblate spheroid turns. But now I'm not so sure that we can come back from this, as QAnon believers go from Facebook posts to fists. What if this epistemic closure, this Dunning-Kruger mess, yields zip ties and nooses and death? Come hear him preach, the fearful Jesuit. Pragmatic gospel from a scorched cathedral shell. Uphold the truth, light Carl Sagan's candle. As this demon-haunted world goes straight to hell. Sure, what even can come back from this? The cure's 2 jabs away, still half of them resist. Well, at least if I've been wrong prolifically. Maybe the world is out to get you specifically.
Bright image I see over the horizon. Is it a horse? A zebra? No, it's...
I come back to you now at the turn of the tide.
She left home, yeah, she left
Hey there, fearful. Can you hear me? It's your old pal Dana. Back again. I had thought that I was quite clear. The last thing I would ever do is sing. On reflection, I should have insisted that I also wouldn't talk over some chords. But once again, it seems you trapped me. So I guess I'll offer some comforting words. Jesuit, you're just one person putting out a show for a small group of fans. But think how your example can inspire others to create something grand. Need more convincing? This is an album composed of songs related to your show. Think about how many great things would not exist if you'd given up 5 years ago. Your voice is small, but all who listen gain a bit more knowledge for their lives. And when others ask for their advice, perhaps they're helped by context you provide. No, it's not much. It's just a ripple, a single raindrop falling in a stream. But just in making that tiny impact, you've already accomplished everything you've dreamed.
Thanks, Dana.
What are sidekicks for, FJ?
Well, now that I'm done moping, let's see how all this plays out. Wow, looks like the Chads are really having an impact. That's worrying.
All right. Boy, things are really moving forward, Chad.
Jazzy Thickards, here we go.
This is about my speed, Chad.
Wonder Twin Powers activate.
The world's changing, Chad.
Form of a Thickard.
Or is the veil coming down?
Shape of a bowl of Thickards.
A bowl of Thickards to bring down the veil.
Yeah.
So, you know, it turns out Johnson, the CIA, Castro.
That's right.
The Atlanteans, the Illuminati, the space aliens.
You getting it?
They all killed Kennedy together.
You're getting me excited.
Oh boy, oh boy.
That's right.
This isn't a theory, Chad.
No.
This isn't a conspiracy.
This is practice.
This is a clear pane of glass, Chad.
Yes.
We've only got a few left, Chad. There's only a few realities left to become crystal clear, Chad.
That's right.
So here's the ones that are coming, Chad. I tell you, I'm looking forward to it like this smooth jazz that's going to flow into our reality. And that, of course, is QAnon and Flat Earth, Chad.
Yeah.
You can feel the rumblings of the ground, Chad, as the Earth and the tectonic plates realign themselves with our reality.
But the hill Chads don't live on a very flat Earth. They live in the hills.
Well, hills, valleys, it doesn't matter, Chad. As far as you can see, it's flat.
Yeah, over time it's flat.
On average.
Average flatness.
Average flatness, Chad.
Average.
Don't be a Thickard.
Yeah.
Just absorb the average flatness.
There's no curve. It's all a straight line.
That's right.
Not even a slope.
So when we achieve, Chad, when we finally conquer these two reality components, Chad, where do we now exist, Chad?
Equal force to equal strain.
Equal force to equal strain. We're now approaching the destination, Chad. It's a land.
The simultaneity.
A land of stupid, Chad.
People are afraid of anarchy. And they think they've got oligarchy, but we're heading for malarkey-archy.
And it looks like this assault on reason coming up on January 6, 2021 might do it, Chad. It might be the final domino to fall, bringing us to that utopian realm that we like to call Stupid Land.
I like Vickers, Vickers in my eyes. I like Vickers when I'm super high. I like Vickers with my girlies on my knee. Oh, I like Vickers with me. Vickers in the morning, Vickers after school, Vickers in the evening when I try to play a fool. Vickers when I'm restless and I can't get to sleep. Oh, I need Vickers with me. 'Cause when I get a Vickers, I smell it with my lungs. I lick that little Vicker with the tip of my tongue. I get that little Vicker and I roll it in my mouth. Make it from north to the south. Vickers for my birthday, Vickers for my cake, Vickers when I'm horny and I think I have to break, Vickers when I'm down and I gotta get up. Oh, I need Vickers for love. 'Cause when I get a Vicker, I take it out to eat, compliments hair and the shoes on his feet. And after dinner, I give it a nudge, 'cause I like Vickers with my fudge. Oh, I like Vickers, Vickers in my eyes. I like Vickers when I'm super high. I like Vickers when my girlie's on my knee. Oh, I like Vickers with me. I like Vickers. Oh, I like Vickers. I like Vickers. I like Vickers with me. Vickers in my eyes. I like Vickers when I'm super high. I like Vickers when my girlie's on my knee. Oh, I like Vickers with me. 'Cause I like Vickers. Lord loves a Vickers. Oh, I like Vickers with me.
New Year's Day. Still no signs that I'm a wanted man. I can't just hide in shitty hotel rooms for the rest of my life. I've got to go out, do something. This protest that's going on in D.C. on the 6th, I have no interest in pretending Trump won, but god damn it, I need to vent. I think standing outside the Capitol and screaming at those bought and paid for idiots might help. Hell, I think just being around other angry people could do me some good. Primal screaming, John Lennon style. That hack will be there. Standing shoulder to shoulder, yelling ourselves hoarse, then having a beer or 10 with him sounds real good to me. Okay. Time to hit the road.
In a sea of gas and in the face of the races. It's the case that trade from escapists. For all you summer soldiers in season, it's the time of the treason. Will you send by God or Pepe the Frog? And people always say that we're no good, it's true. People always say that we are gonna lose. We're getting it together. We're getting it together again. We're getting it together. We're getting it together again. We don't need no big brother. We don't need no federal mothers now. 'Cause we're getting it together. We're getting it together again. We're getting it together. We're getting it together again. We build this, we can build it again. We're self-reliant libertarians, oh yeah. We're getting it together. We're getting it together again. We're getting it together. 'Cause we're getting it together again.
This morning in front of the Capitol has been kind of cathartic. Talking to people who are dissatisfied with how the country's going, even if we don't agree on what all the problems are. Looks like the speeches have ended, and the hardcore MAGAs are headed over here. I guess I'll stick around. They seem pretty riled up. Might be a real spectacle.
We will rock this town, rock it all over this town. We will rock this town, rock it all over this town.
She'll say
got no guns. Hit them in the head. Take the flag, give them some. Make them wish they were dead. 'Cause we are the wicked messiahs. We ride this land, the patriotic pariah. Here we make our stand. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh, oh.
Hack! That you under all that shit?
Bart, glad to see you, brother.
What's with all the armor and riot gear? You getting safety conscious on the bike?
Not that kind of party, brother. Today's the day, Bart. Can you feel it? We're all here. The Proud Boys, the bikers, the militia, the goddamn silent majority, man. We're gonna take it all back today.
Well, you can protest, but it ain't gonna change what's going on in the Capitol. Your boy's about to be the official loser, even if he'll never admit it.
That's where you're wrong, Bart. Today we're taking back the people's house. Today the traitors won't lay their heads down in their comfortable beds at night. Today those heads are going on pikes.
Wait. Hack. The fuck are you talking about?
Come with me and find out, Bart. You ready for the Second American Revolution? 'Cause it's happening right in front of you.
More than a dozen Republican senators and around 100 GOP House members plan to contest the results from 3 to 6 battleground states, supporting the president's unsupported claims of widespread voter fraud.
Now it is up to Congress to confront this egregious assault on our democracy. And after this, we're going to walk down, and I'll be there with you. We're going to walk down to the Capitol.
There's some protests happening down outside the Capitol. They appear to be Trump supporters who are frustrated with the outcome and are trying to breach some of that, those security perimeters around the Capitol.
USA! We have visual evidence that some protesters have made it inside the Capitol building of the legislature informed that they should don their gas masks. There are gunshots inside the Capitol. And anybody that calls themselves a Republican like myself should be very ashamed right now. We are hours into a siege on the Capitol building of the United States of America, and we have not seen the President of the United States. An improvised explosive device has been found at the Capitol.
Violent mob storming the floor of the House of Representatives and the floor of the United States Senate. And the president's response is to say that he loves those people.
The Capitol building has been cleared. Now they're working to clear the Capitol grounds. Associated Press now reporting, and NBC News reporting.
Hey! Back away from the Capitol building! You are in violation of federal law. Drop your weapons and leave the Capitol premises immediately.
Hack, what's the Messiah's game plan here? This isn't running drugs. This is our goddamn Capitol.
Yeah, and you're here just like the rest of us.
I'm here because I'm fed up and wanted to be with other people who feel the same way. But this is insane. What are you gonna do, invade Congress?
That's about right, brother. Start with this pig traitor right here. Yeah, officer, I'm talking to you. Get the fuck out of my way.
Back the fuck up! I don't want to have to hurt you. Clear the area now!
Fuck you, fucking traitor! You think I'm afraid of your little bat? I'm armored up, motherfucker! Let's go! Ugh.
Hack! Stop!
Ha-ha!
What are you doing?
That's right! Got your stick now! How about I feed it to you?
Hack! He's down! Stop it! You're gonna kill him! I said fucking stop! You okay, buddy?
I think so.
My God. They're ramming their way into the building. Where's the goddamn National Guard? Jesus, you're really hurt. We need to get you out of here.
Listen, we have to get your friend out too.
Used to think he was a friend. Now, I'm not so sure.
I hear you, brother. Hey, sir. I don't know if you regained consciousness. That was one motherfucker of an uppercut your buddy gave you. But if you can hear me, please know that we are getting you out of harm's way. But also understand that you're under arrest and you have the right to remain silent. And anything you say can and will be used against you.
They finally stopped it. Those maniacs broke in, but the cops protected Congress, and by now the attackers are all being rounded up or running home. I don't know what I thought I wanted today, but I know it wasn't this. I still don't know how to fix the mess that this country's become. But at least I know that making up bullshit like QAnon or Stop the Steal or anti-vax conspiracies isn't part of that solution. I'm headed back to Utah. Gonna get a job, get involved, do community service. Maybe one day run for city council. If I want to be proud of my country, then making a country that's worth being proud of comes down to me.
Let's build a country from the ashes of the old. Let's build a country from the ashes of the old. It's gonna take a long, long time, but we can make it if we try. Let's build a country from the ashes of the old. Let's build a country from the ashes of the old. It's gonna take a long, long time. We can make it if we try.
So, that's it? Bart goes home and tends his garden?
Pretty much.
I'm glad things worked out for him in the end.
Yeah, got a little hairy there for a minute.
How should we wrap this up?
Well, what do you do for non-rock opera shows?
I do the credits over a guitar riff like I was doing when we started this whole thing.
Well, why don't you do that then?
Oh, like a sort of narrative wraparound. That's cool.
Like the end of the wall? The "isn't this where we came in" part?
Okay, credits it is. This has been a special Paranoid Strain presentation of the rock opera 9116, performed by the Paranoid Strain Orchestra, Daniel Arizona, Moisty, Turd Ferguson, Lucifer Jones, the Mighty Squonkus, and the artist sometimes known as QHD. Nearly all songs written and sung by Daniel Arizona, with a brace of great songwriting by Moisty, some lyrics and vocals by Turd Ferguson, and even a couple of ditties compliments of QHD. Even though she refused to sing, we're still indebted to the dulcet Northern European interjections of Ms. Dana Unicorn, who clearly didn't understand the lengths that I would go to ensure she was featured on her own track. Hellfingers outdid himself with the printable gatefold cover art and lyric sheet, link in the show notes. 9116 was recorded at Guerrilla Studios by engineer Charlie Swade, the pseudonym of the inimitable Miles Boysen, in beautiful Oakland, California. We strongly recommend it and him for all of your podcast-based rock opera needs. Turd Ferguson did a heroic job producing and mixing this thing over the past month, even while on romantic Hawaiian vacation with Ms. Ferguson. Did you know that lovely couple have their own band called the Apprehensionen? It's true, and they're really good. Figure out the spelling and look up their latest album, Murder Eyes, featuring other members of the orchestra. The Chads come to us via an exclusive interdimensional arrangement with Stupidland, and, let's agree, they chatted the shit out of this thing, didn't they?
Big Mucho helped coax the Chads' ramblings into shape, and boy were we happy to hear once again from the 40-year-old boy as Alex Jones.
Non-orchestra singers included Chad number 2, I.R.I.E., who also portrayed our Capitol Hill police officer, and Frenchie St. Vino. Our spoken voice cast included the Big D as Bart, Some Guy as Hacky Sack, and special appearances by Mrs. Lucifer Jones and Lady Jesuit. I'm Fearful Jesuit. I wrote the script, did the spoken and Foley production, assembled the final file, and appeared as myself. Thanks for listening. Next time, frankly, we're too tired to think about next time, but we'll be wrapping things up on our current series and launching into uncharted waters in the new year. We'll see you again in, let's say, 3 weeks. Until then, remember, the world may be chaotic, but contrary to certain lyrics you heard here, it's not out to get you. Or at least, not you specifically.
Thickards. Thickards.
Thickards.
Thickards.
Thickards.
Thickards.
Thickards.
Thickards. Fearful, fearful, fearful. Chad, we were so close, Chad.
Yeah.
I could smell the malarkey, Chad. I could see it. I could see it approaching the veil.
Yeah.
Quantum malarkey. But of course it was pushed back, Chad. It was pushed back. The event's on 1/6.
High pressure system.
What happened? How did this happen? How did our grand plan fall apart, Chad?
It's the weather. Pressure.
I'm a little demoralized. I'm not defeated.
I'm not.
I'm not defeated.
I still see clearly.
You know, QAnon did materialize. The Earth doesn't appear to be flat.
Well,
I mean, I haven't gone up into orbit.
No proof.
And neither has Fearful.
No proof.
There's no proof. This is all conjecture.
He said, she said.
But it was a very convincing argument from the non-conspiracists.
NASA.
You know, so, I mean...
Noah.
That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. So it didn't happen today, Chad. It didn't happen this January.
Yeah.
The problem is, Chad, what have we seen happen? People are eating Thickards, Chad.
Yeah.
You can't hold back the tsunami, Fearful. It's not going to happen.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of numbers. Just like these vaccines, Chad, people will develop a herd immunity to Fearful's deranged reality.
Fearful immunity to the herd.
Am I wrong?
Of pantless antelopes.
Precisely. Yeah, enjoy your little victory here, Fearful. Enjoy the relish in your success of painting this falsified framework of what's real, what's acceptable.
Of fallacy. Of farcified?
This farcical stew snack, this snoo stack of fallacies. But you know, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, Chad. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You can't hold back the Thickard tsunami, Chad. It's coming, Fearful.
Yeah.
It's coming for you, Fearful.
Thickards.
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 I fucked